we can agree that Christmas is all about memories. And Rebecca, I know this is a special one right in front of us. Tell us what this is all about.
So this is my grandmother's manger scene. It's over 100 years old. We've had some casualties along the way, like this angel's lost its wing. We've lost a sheep, a camel, and a shepherd to a puppy that chewed him up. I mean, he regrets it, but he did do it.
He did. And I have all the missing pieces, but it's like dust in a baggie, and it just feels too sacred to get rid of it. So it's always going to be in my desk.
You're never going to be able to glue those back together.
We're not. It's not.
But every time I put this up on my table, I definitely think of my grandmother. It's a very special, heartwarming thing for me every year.
And I think on top of that, movies are a big deal for families, especially for us. We have traditional movies we see every year, like Hook is a big one, and also Elf.
Yep.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way is probably my favorite.
I love that movie. We haven't watched it yet this year. We need to.
But I think we have a new one this year.
That's right. It's called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. If you haven't seen it, you need to go see it right now, because Imogene Herdman in this movie, she is the best character ever. She is like angry, and then at the end she's soft, and you will be weeping. You'll be weeping right along with her. She's so good, and you're going to love this interview because we interviewed her. Beatrice Schneider, we just interviewed her, and here it is. Thank you for joining us today. We are so excited to chat with you. You are the most adorable person ever. I have totally been a spy all over your social media, and I just think you're the most precious thing in the world.
Thank you.
With your adorable, perfect red hair. Okay, let's get right to it, because we went and saw The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, and let me tell you, you ripped our hearts into a million shreds at the beginning of that movie, and then you just pasted it all back together in the most beautiful way. We cried our eyes out. You were phenomenal, so well cast, and I would love to know, how did you get that role?
Yeah, of course. First of all, thank you. That means a lot. That's very sweet of you guys. But yeah, I had 3 auditions for Imogene, actually. My first one, it was a self-tape sent in, and we recorded it in this spot right here in my living room. And then I had a callback on Zoom on Halloween night, actually, with the director, Dallas. And then after that, before that, he sent in like this video of him giving a bunch of notes for my callback. And anyways, then I got called for a screen test in Texas, in Dallas, Texas, which was where he was at the time. And so we went and did that. And that day we went down and we did the audition, and I did it. And I got to meet his wife, Amanda, and they gave me, like, we did the smoking bit, and they gave me this candy thing to do it with. And anyways, we went back upstairs to our room, and then we got called back down, and I was like, is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. And then so I was in agony for weeks, you know, wondering what's going on. And I found out that I booked the part on my birthday, on my 12th birthday.
Oh gosh, that's a great birthday present.
No kidding. That's
it was
incredible.
his birthday.
Yeah, incredible.
Okay, so Imogene, how did you get into that character, and tell us how shoes matter to you when you're trying to get into a character?
Okay, yeah. So becoming Imogene was like a process for me, because I'm pretty far away from the character. I don't know if you can tell. Naturally.
Absolutely tell.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl's good.
But yeah, and then Dallas really helped me, because he had this vision in his mind about we're going to keep her tough and sort of wrapped together until the end to get like the most emotional payoff and everything. So he really helped me to do that. And shoes are just generally really important for an actor, because they're what like connect you to the earth and how you can build a character from the ground up and everything. So I had these chunky running shoes, and I just felt so cool in them. And Imogene had this solid stance that was just so tough and grounded. And so that was...
Does Imogene ever like poke her head up anytime with you now? Or are you like back to good old Beatrice? Are you
No, I never like start, I don't know, yelling at my teachers or anything.
Yeah, you don't like throw snowballs at random people or anything like that. That's good.
Of course. every weekend.
Yeah, of course. Okay, we have 3 adult boys that we raised, so you can't tell me there were no shenanigans going on behind set, like in between takes. Were those kids like? Were there any funny stories like off camera that you could tell us?
Like, it wasn't intentional that we were all crazy and rambunctious. We were just having the best time. But it was not purposeful. But this one day it was funny. So the actress, her name's Lorelai. She plays Alice, and we were doing the scene in the school hallway where I'm threatening to stick a pussy willow down her ear, and we're just sitting there, and like the cameras have cut. We're just, vibing along, and she starts to sing. Oh yeah, and 10-1 on set means you're in the bathroom. So if somebody says blah blah is 10-1, then you're in the washroom. And she starts to sing, I need to 10-1 a little bit. I need to 10-1 a lot now. And so she had to use the bathroom. But then that day there were like these trucks outside in the freezing cold Winnipeg air. And so you'd have to go outside and use these cold porta potty things. And anyway, so that was pretty funny.
That's hilarious. I love that. So much fun I bet you had behind the scenes on filming that. Okay.
Yeah,
in that one scene where Mary gets so emotional and you're playing Mary in that, girl, let me tell you, everybody in our theater was just like wiping their eyes. I had a friend that sent me a message afterwards. She's like, can you tell I've been crying? Oh my gosh, that movie was so good. And she was so phenomenal. Was that a real emotion for you? Like, was there something happening at that point that like really connected you to that scene? Or are you just that fantastic of an actor that you can just, or both? I mean, maybe both.
Well, I mean, like crying on cue, I think it's not totally, it's really different each time, but for that day on set, it was one of the last days of filming, and so those emotions did come very easily because I had made such amazing connections with the people on set, and so I looked around at my friends and I couldn't hold it together. But for like crying on command, there are things that you can do to help yourself to stay in the moment. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated, be present with the other people in the scene, really listen to them and get involved with them. But yeah, some days on set it's all makeup because just the shooting's going by too fast and it's too hectic and technical to pause and get the actor in the moment and everything. But yeah, that day was definitely special, and it was not. I wouldn't have been able to get through the day without it.
Yeah, that was amazing. And also, every time you looked at the painting of Mary, I was like, I found myself going, I want to be in your head. I want to know what you're thinking right now when you're looking at her. Like every time that you just paused and looked at that, I was like, what's going on inside? It was just so good. Like you just did such a great job of like just drawing us in. It was fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, you've starred in, like, it's a classic for us. Like, this will be a movie that we'll watch every Christmas now. Mm-hmm. So that's so cool. So in real life, in Toronto, what is Christmas like for you in Toronto? Is there some family traditions that you have every year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Christmas in Toronto can be very beautiful and white, and sometimes it's gray and slushy, but there are a couple of things that are very fun. There's this area in downtown, it's called the Distillery District, and there's like, it's this little old-fashioned town setup thing, and there are like light shows there you can walk through, and there are these lights strung, and there are restaurants and just people getting into the holiday spirit, which is very fun. We usually keep Christmas pretty cash. We go up to my grandma's house usually to celebrate, go to my aunt's house over the holidays for yummy dinner. But yeah,
that's fantastic.
Okay, what are some of the foods you like? What are the holiday foods you look forward to?
Traditional turkey, of course, with the stuffing and the gravy, lots of gravy and mashed potatoes, and stop giving me cravings. Eggnog, shortbread cookies, the works.
Yeah.
Okay, I like cranberry sauce. Not a lot of people like that. Do you like cranberry sauce?
Really good.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
cranberry sauce is
Rebecca
good.
does not like
Just
cranberry
like
sauce.
out of the can with it comes out in the mold itself.
Yeah.
That's
Not for you. Yeah.
No, it's yummy.
not for me. I don't necessarily love it. But I would like to see Christmas in Toronto. That sounds delightful. I feel like over the past I don't know, as you get older, Beatrice, you forget to do some of those fun things that you're talking about. So it's making me want to like be a child again and go to Toronto and see some Christmas things and take in
Yeah.
this more. Okay, what is on your Christmas wish list? What do you get to make a list and do your parents do that, or how's that work?
Yeah. Well, I've got three big things that would be appreciated. Over the holidays, I do want to see my best friend, Charlotte. She moved to a different school, and so I want to visit with her. Not necessarily for Christmas, but as close as we can get it. I would love to get to see all my best Christmas pageant ever friends. We're spread all over the world, so it's like a hard time not getting to see each other. What about a big juicy role in a feature film?
That would be
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Is there about that feature film, is there somebody you would love to act alongside? Like you have like a person that you're like that person? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a list.
I bet you do. I bet you do. I bet you have a lot of things on your list.
Susan Sarandon, Jodie Foster, Michelle Pfeiffer, Harrison Ford. I mean, get the vibes. But yeah.
What I love about your Christmas list is most of it was really about connecting with people and having connections with like your friends and stuff. And I really appreciate that. I think that's really sweet.
Yeah, I miss them.
That your Christmas wishes all come true. And let me tell you, you stole our hearts in that movie. And there is not a doubt in my mind that you've got a big roll around the corner because my goodness, girl, you know what you're doing. And
thank you.
Yes. Thank you for taking time with Hardy Party 5.5 today. We really appreciate you. And I'm
of course this was
see this movie again right now.
I know we need to. Thank you so much, Beatrice. You're awesome.
This was very fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Is it weird that I'm fangirling right now?
And is it weird that I think I should have been a girl dad because she is adorable?
She is totally
Oh
adorable.
my goodness.
Yeah, I just love that she plays one tough cookie on camera, but her personality is just so sweet, and it's just such a juxtaposition and a testament to what a fantastic actor that she is.
And I need to start thinking about what my shoes do to me and my emotions. Like, am I happy? Am I sad? Am I grumpy?
Do you have this
Am
many
I
pairs of
calm?
shoes?
Well, I have 2 pairs of shoes, so I need to work on going through 2 different emotions.
Okay.
But I'm going to work on that.
You should work on that,
Yeah.
and you should go see the best Christmas pageant ever because Beatrice Schneider, she plays Imogene Herdman, and she also plays Mary in this movie, and it is phenomenal. You don't want to miss it this Christmas season.